So, we are going to go over some signs that someone might be a dangerous individual. And bear with me here. If my mouth looks weird when I'm talking, or something looks off, because guess what I got today? Invisalign. I don't know if you can see it, but this shit feel weird, bro. And my teeth don't hurt, but I'll tell you what hurts. My damn head. Got a bad headache. And it might not look like it, but I got a headache. Shit hurts. The head. Not overly too much, but a little bit. But anyways, let's get in this video. First thing I'll tell you right now, if someone tries to put these in your mouth, bro, they're evil. Joking. They're not bad. The thing that sucks about these the most, I'll tell you right now, right quick, before I start this video, is that you have to take them out every damn time you eat something. And it's not easy to take these things out right now. They said it gets easier over time. When your teeth start to get a little bit more used to them and stuff like that. Because these start to get looser when your teeth adjust. But right now, they're tight. And it takes like a couple minutes to get them off. And putting them back on, also a piss off. You gotta clean your mouth, rinse your mouth, brush your teeth a little bit, floss every time you eat anything, bruh. It's annoying. It'd be hard to eat out. You can only drink water while you have these in. Otherwise, a juice, coffee will stain them. I'll probably lose a little bit of weight because I'm not going to be able to, it makes me not want to take these things off, bruh. Literally. I don't like doing it. I just rather keep them in. So I'll probably eat a little bit less. But I got to keep the calories up at the same time, so. And I can only have them out for 2 hours a day. They got to be in for 22 hours a day. But I'll manage as time goes on, I'm sure. This is the very first day. It's been like 7-8 hours I have them in now. We'll adjust, I would say. But anyways, let's get in this video. So, sign number one, and we're just going to keep getting into it after that, but if someone envies you, now I truly believe there's like a healthy type of jealousy. We talk about jealousy and envy quite often on this channel. Envy is worse than jealousy. If someone envies you, bro, it's deep. And it's something, it's almost like it's something they can't get over themselves. Like they can't let it go. They're forever going to look at you with that jealous type of attitude, and they can't let it go. It's just a deep, deep, deep jealousy is what it is. And it's dangerous because they can't get over it. There's a big difference between someone coming up to you and saying, like, let's say you got something going on for you and they're like, ah, man, I'm jealous of that, bro. I'm jealous of that. But they're like lighthearted about it, you know what I mean? That's healthy. That's normal. That's happened to me a couple times, and it's no big deal. But for someone to have that deep, deep, deep envy vibe towards you, that shit's dangerous. That shit's not going to work. You have clearly done things that they never will be able to. That's what it means. They're already defeated. People that might be lightheartedly a little bit jealous because of something maybe you have, they're still in position that they could definitely achieve what you have or something different for themselves that's going to fulfill them more, that's going to take that completely away. But envy, bro, is never good. It's never a good sign. And some people just can't help it. Some people have that in them because they know deep down inside, bro, they are defeated. They know for a fact they're not going to reach your level. And they probably know you continue to get better and better and better all while they can't even reach the level you're currently on and never will be able to. So that's where the envy comes from. That's the people, bro, that they will show you these things. And there's high achievers in this world, bro, and there's people that are not high achievers. If you're a high achiever, maybe whoever can't will envy you hard. It all depends. But something else that I will say in a dangerous person is people who are addicted to substances, like really bad substances that they can't really get over, like nicotine, alcohol, drugs. That's really bad. It's not a good sign. And some of these individuals might not be the most dangerous person on earth, but some of them are, bro. They're using that stuff because they have demons that they cannot overcome. And if they have demons that they cannot overcome, what do you think they're going to do to you? They're going to project that all onto you. It's going to make your life miserable. And it's dangerous. It's straight up people you don't want to be around. I'll tell you that right now. And these are the same people that will envy you, bro. So it's like all these things I'm about to tell you guys, they all circle right back around. Like one is to the other, is to the other, is to the other, to the other, to the other. So that's really how it is with these individuals. You're not going to see a healthy person being that way. They're too healthy, they're too slick, too talented, too hardworking, too determined to even think that way. They just don't. They're en route to winning. They're en route to something probably above average. So those are people you want to be around, especially if you're above average yourself. Usually the people that are kind of defeated by life, they get around each other and do some crazy shit. And if you're a winner and you're around those people, and winning is a choice, if you're a winner and you're around those people, it's not going to end well. It is not going to end well. It never did. It never will. And you'll see for yourself if you have not already. I've seen this a long time ago, bro. And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And it's not us that discard them, it's them that disrespect us to almost make us discard them. We don't just do it out of thin air. If it wasn't for envy and all that stuff, bro, we could be friends with so many more people. Envy is so unfortunate to all these people. I was genuinely friends with some people who might not have been doing so hot. But whenever I started to do much better, the envy shows. So it just goes to show that you can't be around people like that. It's not going to work. They'll not be able to hide it. How they feel will come out, and it will disturb your soul. A lot of people like to try to hide it. Maybe not a lot, but some people do. And they don't talk to you much. But they'll talk to you a bit, they'll talk to you a bit, they'll talk to you a bit. They don't want to get really deep into stuff. They don't want to get in a deep conversation with you. They just kind of want to hang on to your coattails for as long as possible in case they can benefit off of your life. You have to watch out for these people. They are truly evil, they're devious, and they're no good. Something else is people who are not living a righteous life. That's another dangerous person. They are with Satan. They do satanic things without even knowing it, which I'm going to make a video going further into detail. There's so many people, bro, that's whipped. There's so many people that have completely lost it. And they're just like never doing the right things. But that's what life is all about. It blows my mind how people can even admit and know they're doing bad things or doing wrong things, but yet they continue to do them anyways. It just, it makes no sense at all. But hey, a lot of things in this world don't make sense. But I'll make it make sense for you guys. So these are people you don't want to be around. People who are always doing wrong things, bad things. They are a negative force in the world. They are not a positive force in this world. They are a negative force in this world. And if you're around them, you're screwed. I don't care who you are. Energy is everything, and you have to be very mindful of what type of energy you're around and what you're allowing around you. So those types of people is something you want to avoid at all costs, because it will cost you your life. If you decide, you know what, I'll be around them just because maybe they're a little bit of fun here and there, it's not going to cut it. I've had people that, some of the funnest guys and friends that I used to be friends with, turned out to be some of the biggest haters, the most envious. There's no correlation in how fun someone can be and then to them having extreme jealous or envy vibes towards you. Just total hater. Because once people become adults, real shit's gonna show. Some people's gonna climb up and do very well, and some people are not. The whole world changes, bro. Teenagers right now, they don't know what's coming. And I know a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. Being a kid, being like a younger teenager, you can be friends with anybody. You can be around just about anybody. But when you become an adult and you start to make adult life choices and decisions, and your life starts to change in these different ways, if you really strike gold and make the right decisions and work really hard, and let's say someone you used to be friends with becomes just like a bum, what do you think is going to happen? You're clearly not on the same page. They will be unrecognizable to you. Everything about them is just non-existent. You could have been like the best bros ever in high school. And just like that, from your decisions and their decisions, it completely put you guys in separate places. You are both now unrecognizable to each other because they're a bum and you're Lord Earth on top of the damn world, for example. And that's why you have to adopt the mindset in this life of being kind of, it's like a non-attachment style. You can be attached to your wife, I guess, your husband, your kids, to an extent. But when it comes to just people, friends, you can have a certain amount of love for them, but people change, bro. Not everybody's going to be your friend forever. That's the unfortunate reality of this world. Some people can even get by this stuff a lot easier than others, even a lot easier than me. Like, I valued people way too heavily, bro. Because that's the type of guy I am. But when I began to realize how little some individuals cared about me, it made it a lot easier to just be like, okay, that's who the fuck they are. Okay. And then my caring goes way down. So, but I'm like a family-oriented type of guy. I value family. I value loyalty. I truly care about my people. I would truly take somebody's head off for my people. I've done it before. I've obliterated other people for messing with my friends, for trying to hurt them in sports, in this situation, in that situation. I've done it many times. There's something about it that when I see someone I truly care for being hurt and they can't defend themselves the way I can, I get so mad at shit like that, bro. And it even could be anybody, bro, like, but especially someone I truly care about at heart. It hits different. But even when it comes to bullying, when you see people picking on certain people that can't even defend themselves, it triggers something in your brain that you almost have to protect that person. Because it's not right. I'm just a righteous guy. I just do the right things. I can't help how I'm wired. It's just how I am. I don't like things that are unfair. I don't like things that is not right. I just don't. It don't make sense. It don't add up. And people who can do those things are truly what? Dangerous. Evil. And people, especially who bully others, like, what do you think? I guarantee you something happened to those people. Maybe their father put beatings on them. Maybe their father made them feel stupid time and time and time and time and time again. So now they go to somebody else and bully somebody else and take it all out on some smaller kid or something like that, to make themselves feel validated or like the man again because their father does it to them. That's just an example. Anything could happen to anybody. And you just never know. But two wrongs don't make a right. And I can't stand shit like that. I was never one that got bullied, but I was one to stick up for people that got bullied. You can't bully a guy like me. My energy is too fucking high, bro. I am too lethal of a person. And someone who was lethal enough to kick my ass would not even bully me in the first place. Which is, you're gonna pretty much have to be a pro fighter to have your way with me. Why? Because I've beaten pro fighters in the gym every single second of every single round. I beat people in their own sport many times, in many different sports. And the better fighter you are, the more humble you are. Some people might not think that way, but it's true. If you look at the baddest dudes on earth, they're so humble, bro. They're the opposite of a bully. They have a skill set. They're lethal, but they don't bully people or shit like that. They're humble. So that's just how it is. And of course, if that lethal of a person wanted to bully me around, clearly they could. But it's not going to happen because they are simply humble. And the average Joe Schmo cannot do something like that to me, and they already know they can't. I've fought people before. I've bloodied people up. I've busted faces. I've ended fights very quick. And people found out. Because when I was in school, I didn't look like the biggest kid. I was about probably 5'10". In high school, I'm now 5'11". And I was probably 155 pounds. I had a bit of muscle still. I was still pretty ripped up. But I was still very scrappy. And I could fucking fight. I always could. So, my whole point here is that bullies are trash. They're dangerous people. If they come around you, you have to make the right decisions to boss up. And even if you see bullying happening to other people, I believe you should boss up to those bullies and put a stop to what is going on. If you can. Maybe you'd be outnumbered. Maybe it'd just be you. There's a group of people trying to do something to somebody else. Maybe get a few other people around you. Then do it. Do whatever you gotta do to put a stop to dangerous things. And I believe, with that being said, there's also the right kind of bullying in this world where it's like, you might really tell somebody the truth and they might take it as bullying. Oh, you're belittling me because I'm unsuccessful. Don't ever say that, but you're trying to tell them the truth. Let's say it's your kid. Let's say they're going down the path of nowhere and you kind of have to stick it to them. That's a completely different thing. Because you don't want them to fail. You want them to be safe. You want them to have a future. Things like that. So there's different things here, but abusing people just because you want to do it, messing with somebody you have no business messing with, not cool. It is damaging to that person. It is evil. And those are dangerous people who do these things. And even for people who can't defend themselves, I would suggest them to try to stay away from situations like that. But yeah. And something else, I don't know, I think I pretty much, the last thing I could say, I guess, is we already know this one pretty clear. The Jezebel spirit, incubus, whatever you want to call them. Probably the most disturbing things you could come across, the most manipulative, things that'll get you in places you don't want to be in. You'll feel weird after having encounters and conversations with those people. You will feel energyless. Maybe not right away, but it'll come. They're powerful at what they do, but it is truly evil. It's sickening. They want you to get them hooked. Let's say, for instance, it's some pretty girl. She will give you eyes that you never see in your life to try to get you hooked. And it all goes from there. Her plan is now underway, and you're the next victim. I've been there in the past. It's absolute hell on earth dealing with that. But you live and you learn. It's a good thing for that. And the unfortunate thing is, some people don't really learn from their lessons, which is bad. Some people will make mistakes their entire life doing the same things their whole life and never learn. And it's because you simply don't want to. You have to want to learn. You have to be open to learn. You've got to humble yourself. We're all human at the end of the day. We all have certain talents and traits and abilities and stuff like that, but we are still human. Anybody can get caught at any time. Life can end at any time. Things can happen. And with that being said, we are here to live out our life to the fullest while we're still here. We live, we learn. If we just continue to live all the time and we don't learn, we're not going to live our best life. You must take the time to learn. You must take the time to soak up every ounce of knowledge you can to live your best life, the most positive life. Stay away from evil, because there's a lot, more than people want to believe. And that's pretty much it with this video. We are all the own creators of our own lives. We can create our own surroundings. We can create our own environments. We can build our own houses. We can have over who we want to have over. We can have a lot of freedom. There's a lot of freedom up for grabs in this world. But freedom is not free. I don't care what nobody says. It's not. It comes at a cost. You're going to have to pay a certain price to have the type of freedom you want. If it was that easy, every single person would be that free in life and look around in life. Clearly, most people are not that free. Most people are in the matrix. Why? Because it's hard to escape. But you have to be smart enough to escape. That's what you have to be. You have to know what you're truly about. And you got to get the job done. Rain or shine, no matter how you feel. Got to get the job done. Stay focused, stay locked in, stay away from evil entities in this world. And surround yourself, as you are, a positive force. That's it.